our Cooking with the Spencers. I hope that you brought your appetite because we're trying to do something tonight to show couples how to do things together. We had this whole conversation about what can couples do together. We're like, cook. The problem is, I ain't never cooked that much.
You cook.
I cook breakfast.
Yeah.
I cook scrambled eggs and bacon and toast. But my wife has got me tonight, getting ready to show you guys how to cook. So we're in Lent. We're like 30 days out from Easter, and we have our congregation doing the Daniel diet, and we modified it with fish. So what kind of fish we got tonight?
Well, tonight I found a recipe for Mediterranean baked cod with tomatoes and olives.
What? Mediterranean fish. My wife has Mediterranean fish with olives.
Cod.
Mediterranean. Say that 5 times. Cod. So what kind of fish do y'all like to eat? We're using cod tonight. And what else do you have with your Mediterranean cod?
We're also going to do some asparagus.
Asparagus.
Well, Parmesan asparagus, and then some new potatoes.
Word. Yeah. So tonight, y'all, welcome to the Spencers, Cooking with the Spencers. This is a continuation of our YouTube channel where we try to teach married couples how to bond, how to be intimate. And I think sometimes the best foreplay starts in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
And so my wife, it kind of turns her on when her man is in the house helping her cook. Isn't that right?
It does.
And so I'm going to try my best. Don't y'all judge me. Do not judge me tonight because I don't cook that much. You know, I get the yard clean.
I appreciate you doing that.
I get the cars cleaned. But tonight I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm in the kitchen. So we got Cooking with Rhonda, Cooking with Stacy.
Oh, but before that, we have to put on aprons, right?
I got to wear an apron.
Yep.
And see, now she's messing with my manhood.
Because look, it's personalized.
Oh, look at here. I got a Kappa apron. Okay. That's the business. Listen, y'all, if y'all got any couple friends and y'all want to teach them how to cook, tell them to tune in right now. Share this stream, like this stream, share this stream, and let's cook together tonight. So let's get this thing started. So we got cod. And what else?
We got so what we need to start
She
with,
said asparagus, Parmesan asparagus.
Yes. So what we need to start with is I want you to first we gotta wash your hands.
Okay, yeah, we gotta wash our hands. Follow me to the sink. Come on. We gotta wash our hands. We got the soap. My wife thinks of everything. We got the soap right here. And let me wash it on top of the fish. Okay, all right. Thank you, ma'am. So, cleanliness is godliness. We don't want anybody to get sick from what we're cooking, so I'm washing my hands. My wife would appreciate that. Uh-oh. Did the lights go out? No, we're still good. All right. So, I've been told tonight that I'm responsible for the potatoes. And so I've got to wash the potatoes first, and we're going to boil them to get them soft because are they going in the oven?
Eventually. But first, what I want you to do is the asparagus.
Show them the asparagus. Show them how beautifully green they are.
Asparagus.
All right, asparagus. What am I doing?
So what I need you to do is cut off. You see this tip?
Yeah.
Cut the tips of the asparagus off.
The ends off?
Yes.
Because I would call this the tip.
The ends. You're right.
Don't cut the wrong end off because that could be painful. All right. Cut the tips. How much?
Here is the cutting board.
I know, but how much?
Okay, I'm gonna show you. Put it down. You see where it's kind of rated right there?
Yeah.
And then discard that.
Cut the ends off.
Yes, sir.
All right. So y'all, I gotta cut the ends off. So it's so important that couples do things together. You know, we try to go walking together in the park. Sometimes we like watching some of our favorite TV shows. We like watching together.
Oh, what's the one with
The Lioness.
Yes.
With Zuri. What's the name? They say you look like her. What's the name? Zoe? No.
Yes, Zoe.
Zoe.
Zardina.
Zarzina, whatever the name is. So, y'all think my wife looks like Zoe? What do you think? A little bit, yeah. So we like watching that show, and we watched a Disney movie the other night because
Oh, it was so good.
I did not want to be traumatized watching The Lioness at 9 o'clock at night and going to sleep on that. So we watched the Disney show, and we had a nice little meeting. We haven't watched Disney very much because our kids are grown now. But watching movies together, Netflix and chilling together, we try to work out together. But my wife says that
What do I say?
I try to work out like a man.
Right,
You know, like,
you treat me like.
what do you mean when you say I work you out like a
You
man?
think I'm supposed to be able to lift what you lift, and hey, I mean I have muscles and all, but I can't. Lift
She got muscles, baby.
Look at that.
Boom!
So
Boom!
baby,
Shakalaka. What's up?
This is the cod.
Okay.
This is the fresh cod.
Show them.
I wanna-
Let me show. So this is the cod, ladies and gentlemen. This is the cod. You see that? All right, good. So what we're gonna do with the cod?
So what I'm gonna do with this is there is this recipe. So this sauce that goes over it I need to prepare. So let me put on my kitchen glasses.
Okay.
How you doing with the asparagus?
I'm doing pretty good with the asparagus. You know, this is, I think, kind of a fail-safe job. I'm cutting the asparagus. Do y'all cut the tail end off of your asparagus when you cook it? I want to know. Like, see, it's a little light at the end, so she wants me to cut that off. I'm gonna cut that off. And I kind of like asparagus when it's cooked right, when it's tender and seasoned appropriately. So what are you gonna season this with? Parmesan?
Initially, we're going to start off with a little salt and pepper, and then we'll add some Parmesan to it after before we serve it. But I am getting ready to mix up what is the sauce.
The sauce.
Or that's going to go on top of the cod. So, baby, when you were saying about, we were talking about safe spaces, in marriage, this is a great place to have fun. It's almost like a mini date night per se.
Okay.
You know, so
Can you tell them having fun?
let me see. Yes, you're ecstatic. I see you're having a lot of fun.
So my wife said this is like a makeshift date night that
Mhm.
we are spending time together cooking, and so yeah. This is important that we find things that we have in common, because the longer you stay married, the challenge becomes, okay, what are we going to do together? I believe it was Tyler Perry that said 80% of your marriage is going to come from your spouse, but 20% you got to have some other interests. And so she's in a sorority, I'm in a fraternity. We do that separately, but there's things we do together like walking and exercising and now cooking. So I'm gonna see how this turns out. Hopefully y'all pray for me that it turns out good tonight.
It's gonna be just fun.
Y'all are seeing me in my most vulnerable state. I'm cooking. How many of you men cook out there? Y'all got men that help you cook? Most men, there's a lot of men that like to cook and there's some that don't. How many of y'all have men that like to cook? Put some hearts in the chat if your man likes to cook, if you got a man that holds it down. I'm learning. She's teaching.
But you're doing good, babe. You can fix some things.
What was the first meal you cooked for me in college?
Let's see, you were such a great guinea pig when we were in college, so I was able to try out recipes.
I'm going to tell y'all what she cooked for me in college. She's trying to act like she don't remember.
I know.
Ravioli and store-bought salad.
No, I thought that was a meal you cooked. That's a meal you cooked.
Oh, it was me?
Yes, because you used to always go get those mixed bags of salad and the can of ravioli.
What was the grocery store we went to in Bowling Green?
Houchins.
Houchins. Anybody ever heard of Houchins? Maybe it's just in the South. I don't know.
Or was it Piggly?
It was in Bowling Green, Kentucky, Western Kentucky University. So that was our first meal, ravioli and some store-bought salad.
With ranch dressing for
Is
the
that
salad.
the green crooked? So Taj has a husband that cooks. That's good. I'm glad. So I'm trying to equal the playing field, fellas. I'm trying to get in here and do my part. Because a lot of times I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. My wife is in here cooking, and I'm watching Sports Center, and I'm just got my feet kicked up, and I'm waiting for her to get done. And it's a luxury, but I tell you, right now I can see it's a lot of preparation that goes into this thing. So, baby, I salute you.
All you doing is cutting.
I know, man. I'm getting tired. It's monotonous, but it's a lot of love that's going into this. So, babe, what are some other things that couples can do together besides cooking?
Oh, well, you said, the walk.
You got your back turned to
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm trying to get this together. Walking together. One of the things I really like is when it's warmer, how we'll go to Shelby Farms and walk around the track, and I'll have one of your earpieces in, and we're listening to the same thing, but we're also able, to still talk.
I don't know if you guys know it or not, but we have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to married folks. It's called Naked and Unashamed SLS, and what we try to do is to help believers, Christian folk, know that you don't have to be boring and vanilla to be married. That you can embrace your erotic consciousness. That you can be intimate and take your love life to a whole nother level. And a lot of times in church life, they tell you what you can't do, but they don't tell you what you can do. And I want you to know that God is pro-pleasure. That God wants you to have pleasure in your marriage. There's nothing wrong with enjoying making love to your spouse. It's a beautiful thing. And so making love, again, I think starts in the kitchen, don't you?
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly.
It's when you do things together. It's the intentionality about spending time. It's helping each other out. And I think it speaks volumes when I help out.
It really does. It shows me that you care, that I'm valued, that what I'm doing really makes a difference, and you're not just sitting back like, oh, let her go ahead and
I put
do
the
that.
dish in the dishwasher the other night.
You did. I was so.
How'd you feel about
I
that?
felt really good. I told you that made me feel really good because I'm like, why don't you do that? But I'm so glad that you did that. So keep it up. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome. We're just going to take it at face value that you appreciate that. Most men just don't run to the kitchen and do dishes. Do y'all know a lot of men that run to the kitchen and do dishes? It's just not a natural instinct for me to do the dishes, but because I know that turns my wife on, it makes her feel valued, I try to do my part. Right, babe?
Yes, you do.
Uh-oh.
What's
Did it
that?
shift? Oh, here we go.
Oh, is it following me? Sorry about that.
Yeah. So, what are you working on now?
So I'm putting the ingredients in for the sauce. So that's 2 tablespoons of olive oil,
Uh-huh.
a half teaspoon of black pepper, oregano, red pepper flakes, red pepper tomatoes, the olives, capers I just put in, then it's going to be the minced garlic and the lemon juice. And then we're going to put that over the fish.
All right, sounds good. Ladies, so I saw one person say that her husband helps out because he knows it helps her and she appreciates it. What are some things women can do to show men that they're appreciated? How do you roll up on your man to show him that you love him and that you are equally concerned about him being valued? Listen, I want you guys to like this live. This is, if you're getting some out of it, like this live. Leave some comments and questions for us. Ask us anything. We're talking and cooking at the same time. So thank y'all for coming in the kitchen, cooking with us. Ask us any questions you want. And please go to our YouTube channel, Naked and Unashamed SLS, and subscribe. But come on with the questions. Anything about love, intimacy, marriage. We want to talk about it while we're cooking. Keep us company while we're cooking.
Yes, keep us company.
Talk to us real quick. What's going on in your marriage, in your relationship? What's some questions you might have? Rhonda and I, by the way, are certified sex doulas, and we're also marriage counselors. So feel free to ask any questions about your relationship. We'll try our best to answer. We don't know everything, but we know something. Hit us up real quick. What you got? So we got asparagus, we got cod, and the olives. They going in there. They going on top of the fish.
They're for the, yes, on top of the fish. So the recipe, isn't that something? Called for, how do you pronounce that?
Kalamata.
Kalamata.
You ever heard of Kalamata olives? Kalamata. Where's Kalamata? Is that a country or something?
I think they're Greek olives. And
Greek olives.
Yeah.
I've been to Greece once. You ever been to Greece? I've been to Greece back in graduate school a long time ago. It was a great trip. We got to go back, babe. You weren't with me on that trip.
No, but I remember you going.
Yeah. Been around the world, and I can't. All right, babe. I cut all of the asparagus. Now what?
Okay, so now what I need you to do is I'm going to give you this because I need you to now season the asparagus. So with some olive oil.
Olive oil.
And salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. I'm seasoning the asparagus. I feel like talking like Julia, what's her name?
Put the olive oil, drizzle it over, and then you're gonna massage the salt and pepper into it.
I gotta massage the asparagus. Now, I like massaging her. I never knew I had to massage the asparagus, but here we go. So olive oil first, because obviously
for the stick.
The olive oil is going to be the base in which the seasoning will stick to. So I gotta make sure that I spread this moderately, you know, not heavily, but enough for the spices to cling to the stems of the asparagus. You understand? You want to be gentle, massage, you know, lightly massage. I'm talking like I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
So pepper, got a little salt. You know, black folk like to season their food. Now, I don't want it tasting like banquet food, but then I don't want to put too much on it because, you know, with hypertension and high blood pressure, that's a real thing. So don't want to put too much on there, but just enough to make it interesting. You understand? Yeah.
Then it also asks for a little bit of garlic. So
A little bit of garlic.
yes.
A little bit of garlic goes along with garlic is actually good for you. Go ahead.
Drizzle that over.
Drizzle it over it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you melt this down?
No, I always, it's the minced garlic because I cook a lot with garlic, so.
We're kind of at an angle. Is that okay, Mr. Cameraman? Looks like I'm on a roller coaster ride. Yay! So we got a little minced garlic going on here. That's got to give it a nice little kick, but not too much, not overwhelming. So I want all of these little garlic pieces to fall in here.
Yes.
And I'm massaging it. Oh, it smells wonderful. Little garlic never hurt nobody. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Y'all remember that Kid and Play? Did y'all like Kid and Play when y'all was growing up? Tell the truth. All you 80s babies, did y'all like Kid and Play? I like their dancing, but their rapping was I was more of a Tribe Called Quest, you know, LL Cool J. Who else? Who's some of your rappers growing up?
See, you're gonna laugh at me because I used to like Menudo.
Menudo. She said she liked Menudo. Y'all know who Menudo. Menudo. Those are the little Spanish guys, right?
Yes.
They try to be like a Spanish version of New Edition and whatnot.
And I like.
You like who?
Boy George.
Boy George. We listen and we don't judge. My favorite R&B artists were Prince and Michael Jackson.
I like Michael Jackson.
New Edition, Ready for the World. And in the 90s, Jodeci. Come on, come through. Who was y'all's favorite R&B group growing up? Come on, put it on the screen, put it in the chat. Who was your favorite R&B group growing up? Who was it? Talk to me. I want to learn something about your personality. Who was y'all's favorite R&B group growing up? When you were in your 20s. They too ashamed to tell me.
That's too shame.
Jodeci, come on in here. Jodeci. Who else? Who was your favorite R&B group growing up? Y'all ain't gonna tell me? Babe, I'm through with the asparagus.
Okay, so what I need you to do is kind of spread it out a little bit so it's equal on the sheet.
All right.
To the edges and put it in the bottom oven.
In the bottom of it.
Yes, so it's gotta cook for about 10
So
to 12 minutes.
Jodeci, Miss Starstruck, Mr. Starstruck. Oh, thank you so much, Jodeci. Hello there. Who was your favorite R&B group growing up? Y'all like my asparagus? Look at this. I seasoned my asparagus. I got some olive oil, some garlic, salt and pepper. Olive oil is going in the oven. How long should I cook this?
It's gonna be in there for 10 to 12 minutes.
10 to 12 minutes.
Yes,
The bottom or the top?
the bottom.
The bottom. So the asparagus is in the oven. Put it on the bottom rack, and it's cooking on 400.
Yes.
400. 400. Black folk cook everything on 400. What else we got, baby?
So your next task are potatoes.
Potatoes. I got the potatoes here. You know, I gotta Wash the potatoes.
So put them in the strainer and then take them over to the sink and wash the potatoes.
Yeah. So guys, we're growing our garden too. TLC. Oh, TLC. T-Bombs, Left Eye and Chili. One of the greatest R&B girl groups of all time. I hate that Left Eye left us like that. They were an amazing group. But Pebbles did them wrong too though, right? Pebbles, she pulled a New Edition move on and didn't want to pay them girls. But they persevered and they overcame one of my favorite groups. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the
Lakes that you used to.
I know. Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
All right. So I got the potatoes in here. I'm ready to go wash them. What are you making over here?
I'm still working on this sauce, so I'm cutting the tomatoes in half before I mix all the ingredients together and put it over the cod and put that in the oven.
All right now.
So I got the fresh cod from the supermarket, behind, so it wasn't pre-frozen, so this is fresh cod. So it's
Fresh cod.
So I'm hoping it's really good.
Can I use the same knife? Or you want me to use that? So I got the potatoes. They're clean. What kind of potatoes are these? Petite Medley Gourmet potatoes. I'm getting ready now to cut these in half. Nice petite potatoes. So I'm going to cut them in half. Hopefully I don't cut me.
Okay, you can use the cutting board.
Use the cutting board?
Yeah, because it might.
I remember my grandma doing like this.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to cut myself. If I cut myself, we're going to edit it out. So what is your favorite meal, ladies and gentlemen? Talk to me real quick. Put up on the screen and tell me what is your favorite meal to cook. I want to know. Give me some ideas for some healthy meals for Lent, because we got to eat like this for about 30 more days. We're doing the Daniel diet, right? It's fruits, vegetables, water, but we're modifying it with fish because I try to work out on a regular and I need some protein in my life. What are some favorite meals that you guys like to cook? Put them up on the screen so we can share ideas real quick. Talk to me. What are some of your favorite fish recipes, seafood recipes, vegetable recipes, vegan recipes? You got to keep it fresh. What y'all got for me tonight? Any cooks out there? Baked cabbage. Oh, wow. That sounds good.
That's really good.
Baked cabbage. So how you must fix cabbage?
Well, I've done fried cabbage before.
You've done fried cabbage before.
I'm assuming baked cabbage will be seasoned and put in the oven somehow.
Baked cabbage.
And this looks so good. Look at this top.
Oh my gosh, show them.
Can they look at it?
Put it in the camera.
So this is the cherry tomatoes, the garlic, the olives.
Hold it up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look
I
at
don't wanna
that.
spill it.
Doesn't that look delicious? Wonderful stuff. Let's see, what else? Yesterday's breakfast, Lady Rhonda. Salmon, potatoes, and spinach. Oh man. Lisa McGuire, what's up, cousin? Lisa cooks salmon, potatoes, and spinach. That sounds good. Some of that Olmsted cooking, huh? Adorable. Salad, cabbage soup, and walnut mushroom meat. Walnut mushroom meat. That sounds like a good substitute. I went to a vegan restaurant today and they had mushrooms. Oyster mushroom. Y'all ever heard of oyster mushroom?
Oyster mushrooms?
What happened? Did we lose something? Yeah. Thank you, babe. So I'm still cutting up these potatoes. And this is interesting. This is like purple. I never seen that. Y'all seen that before? Purple potatoes. Prince would have loved those. What's y'all's favorite Prince song? I want to see if there's any Prince fans out there. What's your favorite Prince Rogers Nelson song? Mine is, I think, Adore and Purple Rain. What's y'all's favorite song? And hey, Pastor First Lady, and yes, I eat oyster mushrooms too. For real?
Oyster mushrooms.
I've never had them before. I'm gonna have to try them. Purple Rain all day, baby. Purple Rain. All right, baby. I cut the potatoes. Now what?
Okay. So I need you to season the water.
Season the water. What I'm seasoning the water with?
With salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper is here, and we're in effect. We come to push it back. Y'all remember that? Push it good. Okay. Salt, pepper. How much? About a teaspoon?
That's good. That's good.
All right. What about pepper? Pepper, same thing? Same thing. Peace pipe? No. All right. So I drop the potatoes in here?
Yes. Put them in the water.
So what's up, y'all? Talk to me tonight. What are some questions you have about relationships, marriage, communication, intimacy? All the stuff that you can't talk to your kids about. Talk to us. There's grown folk in here tonight. What y'all got on your mind? Talk to us about anything. We'll try our best to answer. We've been married 34 years. We've got 4 boys. We had 3 together. 1 I had in college. They're all grown in their 20s.
Hey.
What?
When you been married 34 years?
32, I said.
You asked
See, I was trying to test out. I was trying to test out to see if she knew. Huh? What time is dinner? Dinner should be ready in about 15 minutes. You coming over to eat with us? Hey, Pastor, First Lady, this is Keisha. What's up, Keisha? What are ways to support each other when you're stressed? Oh, that's a great question. What are ways to support each other? You know, when I see my wife is stressed, let me tell you what I used to do. When we had small kids and she came in from work and I saw that she was stressed, I said, baby, ready to go to the Bahamas? She's like, yes. I would take my wife. I would say, just go sit down. I got it. I got the kids. I go run her some bath water, and I would light a candle. I play her some music. I get her a glass of wine, and I say, you go ahead and escape. I got the kids tonight. You remember I used to do that?
Yes. Oh, Bahamas.
And she would get away to the Bahamas. It was her time to get away.
Well, first you have to let, if you're not giving all.
Thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate that. God bless you. Appreciate that. What do you say?
If your spouse really doesn't know that you're stressed out, you have to let them know that you're stressed out by saying, I've had a hard day at work today. Let's cover that so that can.
Got to cover the potatoes in a bowl. Ooh, watch this. I just heard something in the spirit.
What you hear?
My wife said you got to cover the potatoes because it cooks faster. If you want your breakthrough to happen faster, you need a covering. Oh, I felt it. That's a preacher in me. Excuse me. I'm sorry. No, but covering is so important. And as a matter of fact, in a good marriage, you cover each other. Where I'm weak, she's strong, and vice versa. We got to cover each other. And in a good marriage, God covers you most of all. All right, look at this. My wife got this. She got that cod looking delicioso. Y'all see that? Oh, that's going to cook good in the oven. I'm telling you.
Put the lemon over it.
She's going to put some lemon and give it that zest. You need some zest in your marriage. What can y'all do to add zest to your marriage? We put some lemon on this cod, but what can you do to add zest to your marriage? Come on, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. We're helping each other tonight. What can you do to add some zest to your to your marriage? So one of the things I like to do is clean as you go, because that way when you're done, you ain't got to do a whole lot.
Right.
Have date night at least once a month. At least once a month. But you know what I would say? I would say have that junk every week.
Every week.
Change this up with a surprise. Change things up with a surprise. Come on, we travel and spend a lot of time together. I like that. We love to travel too. My wife got her passport renewed, and I was just looking back in your passport. I saw we went to the Bahamas, we went to Jamaica. Let's get to 1,000 likes on TikTok. Come on, y'all, help me out tonight. I need to get to 1,000 likes on TikTok. Can y'all hit that screen and like this stream tonight? Let's get this thing out here. Like it, share it. Come on, YouTube, put some fire in the chat if you're feeling us tonight. But traveling is one of the things we love to do. We've been a lot of places. What's some of the places on our bucket list we have not gone to yet?
Stonehenge.
Oh my gosh. This girl wants to go to Stonehenge to look at some statues. That's too much money to spend to go look at some rocks.
But no, it's more things. When you go to another country, you want to be able to explore the country. Mm-hmm. So I want to go see what God placed, because God did that.
What's the most exciting thing about traveling with me?
The adventures. Oh, one of them is that you're more relaxed because you're pulling away from the grind from day to day. Our only responsibility when we travel is just us. All we have to worry about is us.
Praying together along with sharing together goals. I like that. I like that. Praying together is so important. Somebody asked us the other day, is that all y'all talk about is intimacy and sex? No, we talk about it a lot. But that is so important to a good marriage, right? How many people are living in marriages where there's no intimacy? That's boring. We're supposed to be more than roommates.
Yeah.
And so communication is a big part of that. Spending time is a big part of that. Praying together is a big part of that. As a matter of fact, it's been proven that couples who pray together experience more intimacy in their marriage. I wonder what cooking together does for you.
Oh, it has to be up there with prayer.
Say so?
Definitely. Because, one, we have to eat. We have to eat to survive. And then we have to be connected to God to survive. And so the way that we connect to God is through prayer.
So tell them this. What does it mean when you say foreplay starts in the kitchen?
For me, I would say foreplay starts in the kitchen because most times when we're in the kitchen, we either are preparing a meal, cleaning up after a meal, just doing all things kitchen. So if we still have this to do, that is more on our to-do list, which is clogging our brain up like, oh, I need to go empty the dishwasher, or I need to put the dishes in the dishwasher.
So let me mansplain that to what my wife said is when I come in the kitchen with her and I'm helping her like I'm doing tonight, it takes stuff off her list. A lot of times women can't be free to be erotically conscious because they got this list in their mind, gotta clean, gotta cook, I gotta wash the dishes, I got to get the kids their home, get the kids' homework done, I gotta get the school clothes out. Well, men, if we help with that list, guess what? That frees up more time for you. When you're in here washing the dishes and helping to cook, that frees up more time. So when y'all get done cooking, you can go in the bedroom and finish cooking. Y'all missed that, it flew over your head. So how much time? We want you to like this live tonight.
Yes.
Like this live if you're getting some out of this time with us cooking together. Like this live. Leave comments and questions in the chat and subscribe to our Naked and Unashamed SLS YouTube channel. Go there right now and subscribe. I want to get to, I think we're at 500 and some followers. We want to get to 1,000 followers. Help us get to 1,000 followers. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe tonight.
Yes.
What is the biggest challenge, y'all, for couples spending time together? What's the biggest impediment? What's the biggest block to couples spending time? Can y'all put that in the chat real quick? I want to hear from you. What stops you from doing stuff like we're doing tonight? And I can say busy.
I was going to just say the same thing, busyness. Sometimes we get so consumed with, the day-to-day that we don't really spend time together because we're exhausted.
They said, just got the #1 gifter badge. All right, Rhonda, you got the #1 gifter badge. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Thanks for hanging with us.
Thank you.
External things get in the way. They sure do. Working away from home can get in the way. I'm so glad that my wife came out of corporate America years ago to help with raising our family when we started the church. And we get to have moments like this. We had to really carve this time out tonight because I was supposed to be at the church working out with the members, but I said, you know what? Being at home with my wife is important. So you have to guard that time with each other because if not, you'll look up and that time is gone. Children with adult problems, grandchildren, just carving that time is difficult. It is, right? You would think that when your kids grow up that you're done. But I don't think being a parent ever stops. Do you, babe?
Oh, it definitely never stops.
It never stops. You might move from parenting to consulting, but
Right.
but the reality is that you're still needed, especially in that grandparent stage. I was talking to a frat brother the other day, and I was like, "What's up, Noob?" He said, "I'm over here with my grandbaby, helping her clean up her room." I said, "Why are you cleaning up your baby's room?" "What's up, Willie Cooper? Bishop Cooper? What's up, man?" And Pastor Durham, he said, "I didn't want her to get a whooping, so I'm helping her clean up her room." What? How is your grandbaby gonna learn if you cleaning up the room? He said, "Spencer, don't judge me." He said, "When you have grandkids, you're gonna see. You're gonna see."
Hey, don't turn around too fast, but the asparagus is ready.
All right, look, the asparagus, y'all. My first batch of asparagus. How did it turn out?
Well, you want to be first?
Oh Lord, I'm scared. I'm kind of nervous. That's good. Hmm.
And I asked you to put in the bottom of it, and you put in the top of it.
You think you need to put in a couple more minutes?
Yeah.
Just put in a couple more minutes. It's just a little crunchy. I like it to be tender. So we're gonna put it back in here. There you go. So what's up? Put some garlic on it. I did put some garlic on it, Gerald. Thank you for helping me though. I put some garlic on it. It's just a little crunchy, just a little more time in there.
Okay.
So what else blocks us from spending the time with each other that we need to spend? Busyness, right? Work, fatigue. Good. Be there in 15 minutes. Gerald, please. Gerald, you had a birthday the other day, didn't you, man? Happy belated birthday, man. I saw your beautiful post from your family. Gerald's a good husband, good father. Love you, man. What else, y'all? What are some other things we can do to bring the fire back in our marriage? How do you keep this thing going? You know, some people think that marriage gets boring over time. I don't think we've been bored.
No, I've never said the word bored. Tired, but not bored.
Tired, but not bored.
Yeah.
Always something to do in the Spencer house.
Always. I just thought of something.
What up?
Doing a project together.
Okay.
So you remember when we redid one of the boys' rooms that we painted and did all the little wall and stuff?
Yeah, doing stuff together, redoing the house. Bishop Cooper wants to know where's the brisket. Hey man,
Brisket.
some people that are Christians, Bishop Cooper, they do this thing called Lent, 40 days before Easter, where they don't eat brisket. Just in case you wanted to tell somebody. So we're doing the Daniel fast, and we've added fish to it. So that's why we do not have brisket, my brother. I miss you, Bishop. I miss you, man. I had so much fun. We went to Africa together, went to Ghana. I'm still using the charger you gave me and the bracelet you gave me. I appreciate that. But yeah, how much longer on our food?
Well, the potatoes are still hard, so it's probably just a few more
The
minutes.
potatoes are still hard. You don't want your potatoes hard. Listen, thank you, gifters. Let's get 5,000 likes tonight. I want to appreciate everybody that's gifting tonight. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Listen, let's get to 1,000 gifts tonight. Let's see if we can get that done. Share this right now. Share this live with your friends, your couple friends, and tell them, come on in. Pastor Spencer's burning up the kitchen. Pastor Spencer and his wife are cooking. Come on in. We're cooking it up.
Well, I wanted to do cod tonight because there's so many times that we are limited in our thinking as far as what fish to eat. And I'm kind of tired of eating salmon. So I'm like, what else can we eat? Because, black people, we like to go to either salmon or tilapia. So let's try some redfish, some snapper.
What have y'all heard about tilapia? Is tilapia a good fish or is it not healthy to eat? I've heard mixed reviews. What have you heard?
I've heard mixed reviews, yeah.
What's y'all's opinion about tilapia? Come on, I need to know. What's your opinion about tilapia? Because I had some tilapia tacos last night, but I was kind of worried. It's not healthy. I'm allergic to fish. Gerald, bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
I heard tilapia was man-made. That's what I heard too.
What?
But some salmon, is not produced in a healthy way either. You got to be real careful about that. What I love is, going to catch my own fish. I need a new fishing buddy out there. If there's some fellas out there that like crappie fishing, holler at me. It's crappie season, and I need to get back to that and catch me some crappies. Anybody like crappie? Some people call them crappie. But I love catching fresh fish, bass, brim. I like some catfish. Orange roughy is good. Okay. I don't do tilapia, but my husband loves it. Thanks, Rhonda. Orange roughy. We're going to keep that in mind. Add that to the list. So I got my potatoes boiling. Oh, check the asparagus. Don't leave them in there too long.
I already cut it off.
You already cut it off?
So it's just...
My asparagus, it turned out pretty good.
It turned out muy bien.
Muy bien. That's Spanish, right? So yeah, man. We've been cooking for about 40 minutes here tonight.
Has it been 40 minutes?
7:41.
Oh my gosh, this meal was supposed to be a half an hour.
Y'all, thank y'all for hanging with us tonight. We're just family hanging out in the kitchen. That's what we do. How long y'all been married? Anybody on here married? How long y'all been married? Put it in the chat. What you know about brim? Man, I know about brim, them big hogs, them slabs. Come on to Holly Springs and fish with me. Who is that from Holly Springs? Who's in Holly Springs? 35 years, 20 years. All right now. Teacher Juan, thank you so much for gifting. 30 years. All right, Bishop Cooper. 15 years, Latasha. Congratulations. Hang on in there. It gets greater later. Proud of y'all, man. You know, 34% of African American couples are married. The trend is that there's going to be about 10% in like another decade or so. Why do y'all think less and less people are getting married? What do y'all think? Chris Nevels, what's up, Chris? Man, hey, you just named the place, Doc. I'll be down there and come and catch some crappie with you. Less and less people are getting married these days, and younger people are getting married later and later. Why do y'all think that is? I wouldn't even know how not to be married. Me neither, Doc.
Right.
Microwave dating. Who else? Independent woman trend. Yeah, I've seen that a lot. I was talking to a young man. I was talking to somebody my age the other day. He said his daughter was dating this very nice guy. Had a good job. Really loved her, and she said he was boring. And then she got with somebody who had a chick on the side, and she slashed her tires and all that kind of stuff. Why is it that young women are more intrigued by thugs than they are guys who are nice? Is that still a thing? Why is that? Why is that? This online stuff keeps people thinking there is something better around the corner. You know what I heard the other day, Gerald? Young people don't deal with FOMO as much as they deal with FOBO.
What's that?
FOMO is the fear of missing out. FOBO is the fear of a better opportunity. Pause. Sometimes people think, if I settle down, I'm going to miss out on something. But here's the reality. You can be compatible with at least 10 people in the world. But what love does, love says, I want to be with this one. I'm choosing this one. Reality is she could find 9 other men just as handsome or more handsome than me, but she chose me and I chose her. Ultimately, that's what marriage is. It's saying this is the one that God has for me. We are compatible, we love each other, we get along. Her crazy matches my crazy. And that's what
crazy.
And that's what makes a marriage. Bro, they don't court no more. They don't. The whole dating thing has changed. My son told me he's 29. He said, Dad, it ain't like it was when you grew up. He said, girls think like guys. And when you look at it, he's like, a lot of girls have guys on the side. He said the whole thing has changed up. But my hope is that we get back to courting and get back to dating and get back to marriage, because our community, our nation needs strong marriages. The ruin of a nation begins in the homes of the people, and a healthy family starts with a healthy marriage, so it's very important.
Okay,
so our potatoes are out.
Well, I'm going to make them in the oven a little bit.
Okay, so this is the potatoes. They're going in the oven where the asparagus was. Ready? So yeah, man, you have to choose that person daily. Oh wow, what do you mean by that? You have to choose that person daily. Marriage is work that you choose to do with someone.
It is. It's you have to choose each other daily. Marriage is not. It's not easy because you have two different individuals, human individuals, have their own thoughts, dreams, aspirations. But the beauty of it is that you're sharing it with someone who values you, who believes in you, who you guys are on the same path together.
That was so beautiful. You got to choose each other daily. I choose you.
I choose you.
I like that. Choose each other daily. That's an intentionality that should follow your relationship, because you do have choices and you got to choose each other. Because so many times there's other people vying for your attention. And watch this, people can smell when y'all's relationship is off. You gotta be careful who you tell your relationship issues with. you should keep that confidential between you and your spouse or your counselor, and not air your grievances on Facebook or around the water cooler, because there's some people that's trying to interrupt what God is doing in your life. Don't let that happen. Do you smell what the rock is cooking? Come on, talk to me. Yeah, man. This is our first meal, but I was in the kitchen the whole time. Don't tell nobody.
You did good.
Did I do all right?
You're doing good. Probably about 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
Yeah.
I know y'all don't want to stay around and see, like on TV, they already cooked the meal, and they bring it up, oh, they turned that so delicious. We're not going to do all of that, but we did want you to see the process. Oh my God, watch this. Ooh, that'll preach right there. Sometimes what we show on social media is the finished product and not the process. I just said something. Tonight, y'all got to see the naked process of me cooking with my wife, right? And I think that's what we wanted you to see more than anything, is that building a strong relationship is a process. Y'all get caught up on the finished product on social media. It took some work to get there. It took some counseling to get there. It took some prayer to get there. There were some times when we didn't always agree that got us there. But what you see is the end product. And like a cake, watch this, like a cake, when you're baking a cake, you don't eat the flour by itself, you don't eat the butter by itself, you don't eat the salt or the sugar by itself, or even the egg. But you gotta mix all of that together, and that makes the cake. All those ingredients alone would taste like ugh, but when you put them together, they taste like mmm. And that's what your love life is like, right? You gotta take the bitter with the sweet, the good with the bad, the ups and the downs, and mix all of that together, and that's what makes a marriage. You gotta trust the process. You gotta trust the process. Woo! It's been plenty of times when my wife and I were at odds, but I can tell you this with 100%. I've had more good times than bad times with her. And I wouldn't trade anything in the world for all the stuff that we've been through. So bless you guys. Right, you don't see the finished product on social media. You see some window dressing on social media. But watch this, they also say if you don't like the heat, you gotta get out of the kitchen. A lot of people can't stay in the kitchen because of the heat. But it takes heat to make the food cooked. It makes heat to make your marriage work. And when your marriage is going through tests and trials and tribulations, God's not trying to burn you, He's trying to bless you. So y'all gotta stay in the kitchen with each other. Y'all gotta stand the heat. Like New Edition says, everybody likes sunny days, but baby, tell me, can you stand the rain? Yo, y'all done got me to preach up in here. Woo! You gotta trust the process, because sometimes, it gets hard, Rhonda. It gets hard. But the finished product is worth it. Can somebody type in the comment, it's worth it, man. You gotta trust the process, it's worth it. Babe, how we looking?
Hold up, I'm plating.
Uh-oh, it's almost done, Gerald. We're putting it on the plate. We get ready to show you the finished product. It's worth the wait. Ooh, can somebody type that? It's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. What we got? Show 'em, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that looks good. Let me hold it up close. Look at this, man. Ooh, that looks good, don't it? Talk to me, somebody.
Let's see.
Look, the steam is still coming up. Come on, go on, taste it. Father, we thank you for this food about to receive. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I'm gonna let you taste it.
Woo.
It's falling apart.
It's flaky. Let me see what's up.
Wait a minute, how am I getting on?
Mmm. That's delicious. Woo. I need the water. Where's the water?
Wait a minute, I got you.
Woo. Right here. Mmm. That's good. I ate the olive, and the olive had a little kick to it. Plus the garlic. It's delectable. Y'all, we made food together. Come on. Come on up in here. Woo. That's good. Well, salute to our first dinner together. Thank y'all for being on here with us tonight. Can y'all put some hearts in the chat if you like this live tonight? Do y'all want to do it again next Wednesday? We're going to try to do this every Wednesday, Cooking with the Spencers. So if you love tonight, if you like this tonight, put some hearts up on the screen real quick. Put some fire in the chat. Say, let's keep it going. So guess what, though? I'm going to be in Atlanta.
Oh, the following week.
The following week. We'll be back 2 weeks from...
2 weeks from now. we busy.
What did we just say?
What
did we just say? Busy. We're going to be in and out. But we will be back
Yes.
a couple of Wednesdays from now. Just want to stop in and tell you guys we appreciate you. We love you. And listen, you got to trust the process. Cooking together is part of the process. Doing stuff together is part of the process. Talking together, praying together is part of the process. We're going to keep this thing going. What y'all going to do tonight? Do me a favor. Go to our YouTube channel. Subscribe tonight, right? Go to my TikTok channel. Subscribe tonight. That's how you can keep up with Rhonda and I. And we have a marriage retreat coming up June the 7th. June the 7th, we have a marriage conference at New Direction Christian Church. And we're going to have 5 workshop presenters on Naked and Unashamed Conference, Love Without Limits. We'll tell you more about it later. But listen, if this bless you tonight, share this stream with somebody, share the stream with your friends. Go subscribe to our Naked and Unashamed SLS YouTube channel, and we will holler at y'all later. This food is calling my name. I got to go. Love y'all. Be blessed. We'll see you next time. Yeah, let's get a plate date, Gerald. She's 9 pounds now. Let's do it. Love you guys. YouTube, y'all know what it is. Love you guys. Thank y'all for being on. We'll see you later. Jordan Christopher, how'd I get out of here?